Okay, good day sa tanan. This is El Maestro again for another video tutorial sa grade 8 math module for week 1. And again, for those first time sa channel, please subscribe and click the notification bell button for updates sa mga bagong topic, okay, sa module sa inyong grade level. This time, this is a continuation sa factoring polynomial, and sa karon we will use common monomial factor to factor a polynomial. Okay? First is we have to define what is a greatest common factor, or GCF. The greatest number is a factor of two other numbers when we find all the factors of two or more numbers and some factors are the same, okay, or common. Then the largest of those common factors is the greatest common factor, or the greatest common factor, or GCF, is the greatest factor that divides two numbers. Okay, so in this topic class, kailangan lang nato gyud makabalo unsa ang GCF, or greatest common factor. Kasi pag makabalo na taana, that is now the factor na kailangan nato. Okay? To factor a polynomial. So find the greatest common factor. Let's have an examples. Okay, I just put the definition on the left para at least as we go on sa atong discussion, masilip natin yung mga definition sa greatest common factor. So I suggest, pagbaguhan, pag dili pa kayong hawod or hanas, okay, I suggest i-table ninyo para mas dali ninyo siya makakuha. Let's say for example, we have x squared and 5x. So you have two expression nga dapat kuhaan nato common factor. So ang inyong buhaton, you write down all those two, okay, and isa-isaho nato sila pag factor. When say factor, numbers na wherein pag i-multiply nimo siya, mubalik siya ato nga number. Let's say for example, sa x squared, unsa ang pwedeng mga variable na atong i-multiply para ang result na yung x squared. Okay, from the law of exponents, we say we multiply x and x. So meaning, if you multiply x and x, that results to an x squared. So meaning, x and x are the factors of x squared. Okay, nakuha na natang factors ni x squared. Next, we have to get the factors of 5x. First, 5. What are the factors of 5? So kailangan prime, mas maganda prime numbers class. When we say prime numbers, kanang pinaka-last nga factor niya is 1 times the number itself. Okay, let's say for example 5. Unsang factors ni 5? What are the numbers na i-multiply nimo siya, ang result is 5. Diba 5 and 1 lang? So meaning 5 is a prime number. Nakuha. Wala na may laing number nga pwede i-multiply nato na mag-result into 5. So automatic 5, wala na siya laing factor. Next, x. So unsay factor na x? Wala na may laing factor sa x. So the factors of 5x is 5x lang po. After that one class, tanawa, igon niya common factor. So you have to look at sa kaning duha nimo nga expression, unsa ang common sa ilang duha nga factor. In this case, pareho sila na ay x. Okay? So meaning, ang ilang common factor is x. So your GCF now class is equal to x. Nakuha. So yung anak na. Next, example. So we have 3x squared and 9x. Again, you write down the given. Then, isa-isahan mo. So what are the factors of 3? Unahon nimo ang number ha, coefficient. So what are the factors of 3? Again, 3 is a prime number. Wala na kailain mga factors sa 3 kundi 3 times 1. So ayaw na ibutang ang 1. Kaya any number multiplied by 1 is still the same number. Okay? So these are the factors. 3 times x because factor ni x squared is x and x. So x squared meaning nakado ka x. How about 9x? Natay factor ni 9. What are the factor of 9? What are the factors of 9? 3 times 3. And the factor of x is x. Okay. So unsa ang common sa ilang duha tanawa? Naay duha ka common sa ila. Si 3 o si x. So meaning you have two common factors. So you write down 3x. So ang common factor ni GCF or common factor ni 3x squared and 9x is 3x. So that is your greatest common factor. Kasi mag-ask mo, sir, kaning mga x dahil sir, kaning o kaning the same raman na sa PCAS. Yeah, the same. Pero dapat naa siya equivalent sa PCAS po. Kung naa pa ni siya x dire, pwede. But since wala, so that is not part of the common factor. Okay? So, erase lang natin na. Okay. So, next class, so we have more examples of this. Okay? Okay. So, 4x squared and 8x. Again, 4x squared and 8x. I suggest class, pag mag-factor ganit mo, tanawan niyo ang coefficient sa. Okay? Natay 4 ug natay 8 sa PCAS. So maguna-una nakaunsa kay factor ni 4 ug ni 8 nga pareho. If maka-create na ka by and by, later on class, ma-master nimo ni, bisag dili nimo siya kanang tagi-tagihod yun. Okay? But this time, for the sake, i-assume nato na tanan is first time sa ingani. So, isa-isaho na to. So, factor ni x squared is, 4x squared is, or r, 2x, 2 times 2, factor ni 4. X, and x, factor ni x squared. How about 8x? So, ang factor ni 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. Okay? So, 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So, again, you find the common factor. So, you have 2, isa pa ka 2, and you have x. So, those are the common factor. So, you copy 2, 2, and x. So, tanang common na factor mo na imong GCF. After nimo makopy, multiply na imo. So, 2 times 2 is 4 times x. So, your greatest common factor class is 4x. Mao-ningon ako sa imo ganina class. If ma-master na nimo, automatic, pwede lang ka maingon na ang factor ni 8 is 2 times 4. And ang factor ni 4 is 4 times 1. Automatic na kay common factor na 4. But sabi ko nga, ato lang siyang binulbihon. Okay? So, another example. Okay, so this time we have 4x cubed y minus 21y squared. Again, think of a factor ni 14 and 21 na common. Okay? So, pag makaya na ninyo class, okay, practice lang good sa mathematics, you need to practice, solve, practice, until such na ma-master na ninyo siya. So, you copy. Okay? Next, get the factor of 14, x cubed and y. So, you have 7 times 2, 14, x times x times x. Because you have x cubed, so nakitulo ka x. And you have y. Okay, next. 21. So, ayan mo ka, class na medyo gibulag-bulag na ako. Ako na siyang gitunong no para medyo mas masabta na to. Okay? So, factor ni 21 is 7 times 3. Okay? 7 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 2 is a prime number. Meaning, wala na siya laing factor kundi the number itself and 1. Okay? The factor of y squared is y times 1. So, you find now the common. So, nalay duha ka common. Okay? So you factor, your GCF is 7 and y. So that is equal to 7y. So nga na lang magkuha og greatest common factor. Okay, last example class sa kaning factoring. Let's try kani tulo na ka terms. So we have 9a squared b cubed plus, okay, 15a to the 5th b to the 4th minus 18a cubed b squared. Again, sulat na nimo isa-isa din na. Okay? So next, paon nimong factor bawat term. Now nato si 9a squared b cubed. So factor ni 9 is 3 times 3. Factor ni a squared is a times a. Factor ni b cubed is b times b times b. Next, factor ni 15. That is 5 times 3. And a to the 5th is a times a times a times a times a. And b to the 4th is b times b times b times b. Next, 18. So you have 2 times 2. What is 2 times 2? Okay, 6. 6 times 3, 18. Or you have 3 times 3 is 9 times 2, that is 18. A cubed, a times a times a, and b squared. So class B sa 5, 6, 7 pa na sila ka terms. Okay, ang inyong buhaton ingana lang. So you make a table for the beginners. Pero later, sabi ko later on, paghawod na ka, bisag di na ka mag-table ano. So ang common is 3. You have A, you have B times B. Okay? So you write all those common sa ilaha, 3, A, B, and B. So your greatest common factor now class is 3. A times A, that is A squared. B times B, that is B squared. So, 3A squared, B squared. Nakuha. So I hope class with this example na somehow na gets na ninyong saon. Okay? Actually, you can review the video until such na ma-master niyo siya before you proceed sa pag-solve or pag-factor of polynomials. Okay, sama sa inyo na ako, these factors will be used in factoring polynomial. Let's have an example. Gamito nato niya itong gi-factor karon, okay? Or kaning mga given nato, okay, to factor this polynomial. Okay? So factor polynomial with common monomial factor. Again, don't forget the greatest common factor. Maogi ng pinaka-key ani dire class. Okay? Okay. Morning ganina nato nga example. Example nato ganina class for 14x cubed y minus 21y squared. Di ba mao na ang result? You can play back sa or rewind sa video to check if this is the example ganina. Okay, with this, unsaon pag-factor sa 4x cubed y minus 21y squared? Tinganin yung buhaton. First thing you're going to do, siyempre you copy the given. Kani man natin i-factor. Next thing that you're going to do class is, you have to get the common monomial factor or the GCF. Actually, that is the common monomial factor, the GCF. You write down first the common monomial factor or the GCF. Next, okay, next thing you should that is close and open parenthesis. Or you can have the open parenthesis first. So, depende sa inyo. Next, check class. Tanawa ninyo. Unsa ang nabilin sa first term after nato makuha ang GCF? So, kailangan ninyo na. So, unsa ang nabilin? 2x, x, x. Kung imo na siya i-multiply, that is 2 times x times x times x. The result is 2x cubed. Mauna ang imong isulod sa parenthesis. Okay, 2x cubed. Next, unsa ang nabilin sa next term? You have 3 and y. So 3 times y, 3y. Okay? And again, class, before niyo mo isulat na sa sunod nimo nga term, i-check sa ang sign. Okay? Ipang-check yun yung mga sign. Kung unsa na ang sign din na, that is also the same sign na imong iputan. If di ninyo makita, okay, bilugan na ako, tanawa. Okay? So that is the sign. So negative. So since negative, after that, okay, ibutang na nimo ang 3y. Okay? So, kani siya class, unsay tawag nimo ana? Correct. That is the factored form of the equation. Meaning, 14x cubed y minus 21y squared is equal to its factored form na 7y times, close and open parenthesis, 2x cubed minus 3y. Okay? Next. Okay, itong example nato ganina nga 3 terms. Okay? Again, first thing that you're going to do is to write down the given. After, check unsa ang nabilin sa bawat term. Or, first is you have to find the GCF or the common monomial factor nila, which is 3a squared b squared. And you write it down next. Then, open parenthesis or close and open parenthesis. Then, pangitaon na nato ang mga nabilin. So, sa first term, ang nabilin is 3 and b. So, that is equal to 3b. Check the sign na sa taas. Unsang sign? Positive. So, that is positive 3b. Okay. Next. You have 5. To look at a, which is a cubed, a times a times a. Next, you have duha ka b, that is b squared. So, if you multiply that one, that results to a 5a cubed b squared. Again, class, i-check gid ang sign. Unsang sign din na? Positive. So, dapat positive po din na. Okay? The last term. You have 2, 3, a. So, that is 2 times 3, 6 times a. That is 6a. Okay? Tanggalon natin yung blue para maklaro. So, that is 6a. Okay? So, again, i-check yun ninyo ang sign, class. Importante yun i-check ninyo. Okay? So, that is negative. So, negative 6a. Then, you close ito. Kung sa din na result, class, kung sa'y tawag ano yung result? Factored form. So, ingana lang mag-factor of polynomial class with common monomial factor. Okay? The next lesson, class, kailangan dili mo makalimot ani nga topic because we will be using this common monomial factor in factoring any kind of polynomials. Okay? So, i-check nato if na sila common monomial factor. Okay? So, gamit kayo ni siya. So, ayaw din nyo kalimutin. So, let's check if our answer is correct. Pwede nato siya i-check. Okay? So, checking, all you have to do is multiply the factored form using distributive property. Okay? Ano lang? So, let's have the first example. We have 4x cubed y minus 21y squared. The factored form is 7y, close and open parenthesis, 2x cubed minus 3y. You write it down, the factored form. Okay. Sama sa ingon, you multiply that one. So, 7 times, distributive property has 7 times, 2x cubed, pila? 14x cubed y. Next. 7 times 3y, that is 21y squared. Okay? Check. Nibalik ba siya sa imong original na equation? Equal ba? Nibalik yun. If ang imong after nimo multiply class, dili siya pareha sa katong given, then your answer is wrong. Okay? Okay, palakpak, no? Kay tama ang atong answer. Next. Katong 3 terms. Okay? So, write down. Ang isulit na natong factored form lang. Then, you multiply by distributive property. So, 3a squared b squared times 3b is 9b squared b cubed. Next. You have 3a squared b squared times 5a cubed b squared. Pila? That is positive 5a to the 5th b squared. Next. It is 3a squared b squared times negative 6a. Negative ha, take note the sign. Ayaw jud kalimot sa sign class. Okay, diha ba ang masipyat usay ang sign. Unlike sign, i-multiply yields a negative result. So that's negative 18a cubed b squared. Let's check. Pareho? Then, palakpak. Okay, palakpak mga binayran. So meaning, tama ang atong pagka-factor. So again, this is how you check your answer. Okay? Pero kung kumpiyansa, taas kayo mong kumpiyansa, pwede na ninyo daily i-check. Pero ayaw lang palabit kumpiyansa. Okay? So, as much as possible, you check your answer. Okay, guys, thank you for watching my channel again. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my channel para at least updated mo sa mga next video na i-upload natin for sa mga following weeks. Okay? Like and subscribe. Thank you once again. This is El Maestro TV signing off.